Trestron.
Trixcon. Trescott.
Trescone.
Trickon. Tresnot.
Tressman.
So yeah, no shit, we're gonna do a World Corp run. This one's actually going to be a bit more murder hobo-y. We're going to be going with medicine just so we can heal after the more direct fights, and weapons fists, because I completely forgot to use my fists in the last run, and I'm going to completely forget to do it again. My bad. A lot of the PDX run and the World Corp run are the same, so I'm just going to be cutting out all the stuff that's basically a repeat from the previous run. Notably, right here is quite different, where I take Symbiosis in the same way that I usually do, only for a firewall agent to come in and just schwack the noob for no discernible reason, which is actually quite convenient because it's another way we can do that quest. The rest of the noobs are underground, and it's quite convenient that we've already done the hostage rescue quest for Abomination, because we've got a sword that we can use to take them out easy peasy. I admit I hid something from you in the last run, and I'm sorry, but when you get all of the missions done, Scara actually gets quite mad that you're taking so long.
Trestron, I am still waiting for you to get down here and see me, and time is wasted. If you're so poor you can't afford a subway pass, then go to that trashy apartment building you met Phasmatis at. A former employee of mine has formulated some sort of nonsense plan that ends with you getting a free subway pass. So hurry the hell up and get one.
Welcome back, Trescon. An associate of mine would like you to use that laptop behind me.
Hey Trescon, I'm NVS Hacker, and this is what I need done. A couple of days ago, I got kicked out of Soul's Bar. Alpha thought I was cheating at Pong, which I wasn't. There's no reason to cheat in a game that involved no money. What I was doing was testing my program that can inject arbitrary code into various devices still running an old firmware version that used to be really popular in Form City.
Oh, so that's why that Pong machine had the Deus Ex Grenade graphic in it.
The problem is, Alpha confiscated the device when he kicked me out. I heard he's hanging on to it until he can find out what it is. So, I'm asking you to knock him out and take the floppy that has the program on it from him. Since I have your HUD codes, I'll be able to download the program remotely and upload some code to you that will make the subway pass dispenser give you a ticket for free. I've got to admit, this makes me more than a little nervous. I don't want anyone to get hurt, and well, Jackie's pretty ill-alarmed, and I hear Kylie's been hanging around there, and she was always looking for a fight whenever I met her. You know her better than I do, of course. You'll receive further instructions when you get the program.
Well, let's give it a try.
Finally, let's get it on.
I've detected that you've acquired the program.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, shit! Time to show you who's boss.
I've detected that you've acquired the program. This is good. You can head back to the apartment and log back.
I don't know what I did to make these two so mad at each other, but okay. Benefits me. I can just walk right out of the building.
I've received the program. Thanks. I've used it to hack the subway ticket dispenser to give you a pass for free.
Ba-da-da-da. Before we go downtown, though, I actually want to go to the West Residence District.
It looks like you took the wrong line. You're in the slums. Go back to the other platform and take the train back to the corporate district if you want to talk to Cashew.
I actually want to go to Yard Bombs first, because we still have the code from when we got the sword from the last playthrough, and if we put that in, and now we have the sword. Easy peasy. Now let's go talk to Scara.
I expect my employees to be capable of using the, quite frankly, pretty fucking simple subway system without getting completely lost. But welcome to the corporate district. Please come to my office at once. I am a busy man.
Great, we have to work for this guy.
Just got the report back from the firewalls about the noobs, and I'm impressed. You really made an example of this gang. I've got to warn you though, Cashew doesn't like casualties.
I do appreciate you get a different audio clip depending on how you do that noobs mission. Just another one of those nice little details.
Ah, Mr. Trixcon. I'm glad you decided to visit me before going out to PDX. It demonstrates a bit of common sense. It's Trescon. Right. Anyway, you chose to come here immediately. That means you can't be as stupid as you look. As I said in my PM, I have an offer for you. I don't care about Deus Diablo, and neither do you. If you think about it. I care about me, and you care about yourself. Deep down, all any of us really care about is ourselves. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm heading straight for the history books. I'm all in. I'm going to make myself very, very powerful. And if you help me, I'll let you in on a piece of the action. Well, Deus Diablo's disappearance is the reason I'm even here. If you think Diablo's case is just your average abduction, you're even dumber than you look. There are larger things going on here, and if we play our cards right, we'll be in control of this entire city before PDX is any wiser. What do you say? Are you interested? Go on.
Or don't. You know the next bit. Llama's infiltrated, go kill Silver Dragon.
Sounds like a deal to me. I'll be back when the dragon is dead. Excellent.
Please don't mind the graffiti, sir. It'll be removed shortly.
We know the drill here, but there's one key difference. I didn't kill anyone on the way in.
God damn it, you idiot! What do you think you're doing? Faz was wrong about you. You're not setting foot anywhere near my headquarters, Trescon. Do you understand? We will have nothing to do with you from now on. You're on your own, imbecile.
Well, bridge burned, and ironically, not by the dragon.
Well, he's dead. Perfect. That'll teach those llama bastards to think twice before messing with me again. Alright, let's arrange for a permanent agreement. You need to sign these papers, and then you're officially employed by World Corp Incorporated. It wouldn't appear I have much choice. PDX certainly don't want anything to do with me now. Well, that's just their loss, isn't it? Trescott, I have a plan that will put us both in charge of Forum City, but I'm loath to let you in on it until you've secured my position a little further. For now, I think that it will suffice to say that I need you to find Deus Diablo and assassinate him. You want me to kill a moderator? Why? And is it even possible? Where there's a will, there's a way. The reason why I need him dead is because he somehow got his hand on evidence that some of my affairs may not be entirely legal. Fortunately for me, he disappeared quickly thereafter, but my problems aren't gone just because he is. But in order to find him, you need to go fetch me something. And what might that be? My researchers have come across a series of archaic documents detailing an ancient and very powerful artifact called the Fire Staff. Very well. I'll go get it for you. Where can I find this Fire Staff? In the ruins of the old metropolis of DXI. They can be entered through the excavation site in the slums. There's just one little problem first. You'll need the correct admin passwords to enter the closed-down excavations. Can't you just bribe somebody? I've tried, but only Despot has those passwords. And Despot is close to unbribable. He may be a slacker, but he must have some manner of morals after all. Or maybe he just doesn't like me for some reason. No, that's not possible. He's never even worked for me. I do know about one thing which could interest him though. One thing that could be traded for the passwords I need. The news script of the DxO. The what? The DxO terrorists are sworn enemies of PDX. Both of them publish the silly little flyers they called newspapers. And the distribution of these papers is mostly handled by a piece of software called a news script. The DxO news script is far superior to that of the PDX. And Despot has been trying to get his hands on it for years. So you want me to get the news script and trade it for the passwords we need? Exactly. You're sharp, aren't you? How you get it is no concern of mine. Just don't spend any of my money. When you have it, go to the PDX building and demand to see Despot. Just show them the script and they're bound to let you in. So, where are these DxO guys hanging out? Seeing as they're basically conducting guerrilla warfare on PDX, who happens to control these forums, they make it their business to remain hidden. However, one of my special operatives has managed to track them down. Go meet Kylie Griffin in the downtown subway. She'll tell you how to find the DxO hideout. Kylie Griffin? Alright. One last thing. I'm going to give you Fang 1B clearance to this building, but I need your HUD access codes. Alright, I'll transmit them now. You're the only one who will be watching, I assume. You're more cooperative than most people. Good. My system administrator, that guy, will be in charge of most of your mission ops, so he's getting access to your HUD as well. But I vouch for him. Alright then. Now get out of here and do what I've told you to do. Feel free to use my personal secret elevator to get out. And Trescott, I've placed much faith in you. Do not disappoint me.
Sup, I'm that guy, World Corp HQ System Administrator. I'll be looking over your shoulder during your operations. I can help you with maps and codes, and whatever else I can pull out of the computer while you're busy shooting people. And you can trust me to dispense plenty of handy advice, regardless of whether or not you want it. Anyway, I'll be playing some Neverwinter Nights now, but I'll keep an eye on you if you need any help. See ya.
So remember this guy?
It's about time you showed up. Aren't you new?
No, actually,
Never mind. I've no time for idle chat. I've been waiting for you for half an hour. Here, take that to development. No time to waste.
But...
I said hurry.
If by development you mean get cloaks super early on, sure.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment?
Not really. But what's up?
Well, you met Mr. King, right? See, the boys and I have this bet.
I'm not stripping for you.
No, nothing like that. We just wanted to know if Mr. King is really a midget. I mean, all the brochures only show his head and shoulders, and he's certainly got a Napoleon complex. I've got 50 credits on his being a certified dwarf.
What? You mean you've never seen him?
No, not really. The guy pays my bills. It's not like I'm his best friend or anything.
How much of a cut of the winnings am I gonna get?
I like how you think. I can see why Mr. King's taking a shining to you. How about 30%?
You actually get to make the choice on who wins this bet here, which is great, and on top of that, it's kind of funny because most Deus Ex character models are the same height.
I'd say he's not an inch over 3 feet.
I knew it. He must stand on a stool or something when giving a press conference. Let's see, 30% of 50 credits.
15.
I knew that. Here you go. And thanks.
Anytime.
I hear you've joined the flock.
Word travels fast around here.
That's what PMs are for. So, how much is he giving you access to?
I don't know. He gave me a clearance level of 1B.
1B? That's what we give our low-level security personnel. It's just one step above the receptionist and the cleaning crew. Aren't you supposed to be a special agent?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, how about we get you some better clearance then, huh?
I'm just gonna cut the rest of this quest short because it's really not worth the time. Basically, you bring this guy a cup of coffee and he tells you to go to the second floor to talk to the guy who'll increase your clearance level, but it costs a lot of credits, and what you can do isn't really worth it because it's pretty easy to just break into where you need to go into World Corp. So, yeah, just not worth it. Don't bother.
Hello, Trescon. Mr. King alerted me that you were on your way.
Good. Apparently you know how to find the DxO hideout.
I'll tell you how to get there. I hear your field performance is still pretty good.
It's just like riding a bike.
Well, just don't let it get to your head. A careless operative is a dead operative. We wouldn't want you to die so soon after your return.
Highly. I'm touched that you care about my safety.
Let's get down to business.
Smooth, Trescon, real smooth. Now that Kylie's out of Soul's Bar, we can actually go and explore the place without getting our head shot off, so we're gonna go do that first.
Obviously that door won't budge. You'd think they were keeping gold in there or something.
Nice little detail showing that we have to come in through the way that we already know. We also break into Alpha's office and steal his gun, which is a little odd admittedly, because as soon as you get silencers for your twin pistols, this gun becomes basically useless, but whatever. There's not much else left to see in Alpha's bar, although if you log into his computer, you can actually find this nice bit of world building where he's trying to convince Raving Nutter to unite against World Corp. The only viable way to get into DxO is to make Aimer sad again, so we're just going to skip that and move straight to DxO.
Nice. Something tells me you shouldn't expect a warm welcome.
I see him! I think it's Trescott!
Boy, good job! There! Don't worry, I got him.
Fun thing me and a fact checker noticed while we were working on this project, assuming this guy's part of the United States Army, his chevrons are upside down.
Excellent work, Trescone. Now you have no time to waste. Go back to Agent Griffin and she'll tell you how to find Despot. Then follow her instructions and offer him the script in return for his admin password. He can't possibly refuse. I'm brilliant! Fucking brilliant!
This script isn't really all that impressive. I'm sure it's tons better than the one PDX uses, but I could code something up much more advanced and functional in a day's time.
I'm starting to get some Jonas vibes here, and I don't like it.
I've been told you actually got the script.
Quite so.
Well, I suppose that entitles you to gloat. A little.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Go on.
Every single one of these is equally cringe, and it's great.
Trescon is number one. Don't mess with me, son. And, okay, I've run out of things that rhyme.
Done?
Yes, that should do it. Now, you know how to find Despot?
Yes, as far as we know, he has a secret apartment somewhere near the PDX HQ. It can be reached through an entrance in his office.
Do not enter Despot's apartment. You will never return.
Once you're inside PDX HQ, you are an intruder and will be attacked on sight. They know you work for us, Trescon.
God damn it, down in front!
I can give you this, though. It's a key to the sewers. I think you might be able to get into the PDX building from there, if you can handle the smell. Good luck. Not that I care if you die, but it'd be good for the company if you succeed.
Oh, she totally cares if I die. Also this prank.
So you're the one Scar has been talking about all day. You don't look like much to me. I'm Zero Presence, and I work on a per-kill basis. Apparently the old man thought you could use some help clearing a path through PDX HQ. I've been scouting out the upper floor where your objective is located, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There's no way a burned-out wreck like you is gonna make it through there on your own.
I'll go to hell. If you're gonna lend me a hand, that's fine. But spare me your childish insults.
I'll be hanging out back here. I found a good path along the rooftops where I can get clear shots at certain guards. You'll have to make your own way through the first floor, but when you get to the upper level, you'll hear from me again. And hey, don't fuck up, or it'll reflect poorly on me.
Right.
Well, you heard what Kylie said. Into the sewers we go.
I'm the admin of this city. As such, I need a certain amount of drama.
We're not going to be in the sewers long this time. We just need to unlock this door, go up this ladder, ping this turret with the EMP pistol so that we can get through, and we're actually in PDX.
Trescon, I'm sending you a picture. This is the Fat Rifle, an experimental weapon that was stolen from one of our trucks a few days ago. Our agents have tried to track it down.
Jesus!
I'm surprised Winkman went down so easy considering that he runs a fucking armory, but whatever. We'll just go through and take the Fat Rifle for ourselves.
Trescon, why are you... I thought you were...
I am. I work for Scar now. I'm here for Despot.
Is that so? How nice. Did you want something?
Give me any augs you got.
Of course. Grab the org in the container behind you. Code's 160486. With my compliments.
How do you live with yourself?
Please, don't hurt me.
Jesus! So here's a demonstration of the Fat Rifle. It's actually kind of neat as a weapon, just slowly watching the geometry on the models expand and then eventually burst. The problem is, it does it like so much slower than just killing the guy, so it ends up not being as useful as you might think. Although there are one or two uses for it, we'll see later.
This isn't gonna be pretty.
With Evil and the Goon Squad dead, it's time to head upstairs.
Took your sweet time. Needless to say, I'm in position.
Boom. Headshot.
You may proceed, Agent.
God help me, Zero is actually useful here.
Treskin, you have made it just in time for my bake sale.
That's great, Gond. What are you baking?
You! King Cashew is making me kill you with a hammer and feed your head to the wolves!
Why are you allowing King Cashew to make you do anything? I thought Despot had appointed you to the boss of this place.
But King Cashew is special! His beard! It knows my deepest secrets. It buries popcorn in my hat.
If you bake me, then I will win. Surely you know the rules of the spontaneous combustion game.
A noble sport.
Sit around, wait, see who bursts into flames first. Was it you? You win!
It will be me. Nobody has ever beat me in spontaneous combustion. I combust better than you could even begin to imagine.
Show me.
You will steal my trade secrets. You hope to copy my flawless technique.
My own technique is far superior to yours.
You're recording my thoughts through the Swiss cheese. Each of its holes hides a mind-eating eye. But I am sly. I will certainly explode before you, but you will never know my secret.
I think I feel an explosion coming on as we speak.
I win.
I yield.
Oh god, the pain!
I'm gonna miss him.
Right, this appears to be Despot's office. Next up, finding the entrance to his apartment.
You should be in the clear now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second best level in the game, and I'm just gonna let this one speak for itself.
Looks like you found it. The GPS is sort of giving up on you, but it looks like you're somewhere near the old PDX HQ, and underground, and possibly displaced into another dimension. It's hard to tell with these things. Guess you should take a look around. Trest gone? Trest? Oh, there you are. Lost you again.
Welcome to my flat, Trestcon. Make yourself at home.
What? The last thing I'd want to be right here is home, okay? You call this a flat? It's a cheap horror movie is what it is.
You sound aggravated.
No shit. What the fuck is happening here? Stuff has been collapsing on me, Karkians bursting out of the walls, swinging axes, and lava everywhere.
I'm the admin of this city. As such, I need a certain amount of drama. Now, how did you find this place, and what do you want? I'm very busy. Welcome to PDX. I'm sorry. I'm quite lazy here. Busy at the moment.
I have the DxO news script. The one you want.
Yeah, of course you have. What, really?
Yes.
Incredible. I've been craving this for ages. And of course you will want something in return for it.
Your admin password.
What? No. Much as I lust for that news script, I know you've been helping Skara be king lately. I would never give my admin password to anybody. And especially, not a madman without any sense of realism.
Really? This script has easily colored text.
No, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And besides, I don't know what you did to get that, but I know DxO would have never given it up voluntarily. And even though I'm almost in open war with DxO, I can't condone theft. Now, please leave before I have you for a bedtime snack.
Well? He refused. What? I said he refused.
What?
He refused.
That's freaking impossible!
No, it's not. The disrupt...
Shut up. Phasmatis.
Phasmatis what?
Kill him. Wipe his profile from the face of Forum City.
Are you asking me to kill Phaz?
Ding! Congratulations. You are not deaf. I want you to kill Phasmatis. Which part don't you understand?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Do I look like I care? Here's 1,000 credits for some equipment for the weapon shop. Go to it.
But he'll delete...
Are you arguing with me? I certainly hope you're not arguing with me.
Okay, I'll just go kill him now.
I admit I was as confused with this assignment as Trescon was. I spent 10 minutes wandering around thinking there's got to be some other way out of this, and no, you just got to go and meet Phasmatis in his apartment.
You got some nerve showing up here after what happened at the PDX HQ.
Yeah. That...
If you were anybody else, I'd shoot you on the spot.
But you won't, right? For old time's sake.
I'm gonna hear you out. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, obviously, I've been hired by Skara.
That's not a smart move in my opinion. You were supposed to find DD, not help King conquer the world.
Yeah, but Skara just had a better offer.
It must have been one hell of an offer for you to turn your back on all of your old friends.
Old friends? You throw those words around rather lightly, don't you? I'm gone for 2 years and you don't contact me at all. Not even to ask why I left. Then suddenly you expect me to come back to this place and risk my life? And for what? So that you and Cashew can keep your own grip of power?
I really like this justification for the quote-unquote evil route, because it's true. You don't even get asked why you left. You barely even get a how you doing from Phaz. Compare the down-to-business hello to this conversation that happens as soon as you get close to Alpha in Sol's bar.
My god, is it really you? How long's it been? 2 years? That's an age to run tip for. How have you been?
I've been good, thanks. It's great to see you again, AO.
What have you been up to all this time? And why did you leave?
I had some personal stuff to take care of. I had some trouble with the family, and my social life was starting to fall apart. I needed some time away from everything to fix up my real life. I'd rather not get into the details. Some of it was really nasty.
Alright, I understand. Being part of this community often turns out to be a full-time job. and leading two lives can be stressful at best.
What? That's how you saw it?
That's how I still see it. You know, for all your pretensions, you're not that different from Skara. Everyone around here is just interested in power. Raw power. And all the perks that come with it. You know, there was a time that made me sick. But this time around I want in, and Skara's my ticket to a piece of the action.
What happened to you, man? You never let on about this. You never showed even a hint of displeasure in the way we treated you. If you just joined Cashew and told us.
Faz, this isn't Star Wars. You're not going to turn me from the dark side. You told me when I first came back to Forum City that I had a choice? Well, guess what? I made my choice. And if you don't like it, that's your problem. Cashew would have used me just as much as Skara does. But Skara actually takes care of his underlings. And besides, I like Skara's style. Sure, he's a little out of his mind. Oh, he wants me to kill you, by the way.
You must be joking. You're not stupid enough to actually attempt it, are you?
I don't really have much of a choice. I thought I'd give you a fair warning first, however. I don't think the element of surprise would do me much good anyway.
How do you plan to kill me exactly? Without any guns?
Oh, what happened to my equipment? What did you do?
You'll find it scattered on the floor down in the lobby. I'm letting you live for old time's sake, but consider this a demonstration of why you should not mess with me. Go down and pick up your junk, and then get out of here, and never come back.
Well, thank you for not killing me.
Rude motherfucker making me do inventory Tetris to get all my shit back in, yeah.
I told you it wouldn't work.
You failed to kill him?
Yes. He took away all my weapons and dumped them in the reception.
Oh, he took away all your weapons. Oh, poor baby. You're a disgrace, Trekon. A disgrace. I can barely believe I'm not going to fire you.
I beg forgiveness.
I am mildly disappointed with your failure in trading the script for the password, but I must admit, I didn't really expect you to succeed in killing Phasmatis. So, here's 500 credits for trying. When diplomacy fails, there is only one thing left to do. Employ less subtle methods. You must break into the server complex of the city and download the admin password directly from the mainframe. The spy I employ in DXA was nice enough to steal this key for me from King Cashew's office. Unfortunately for you, the whereabouts of these religious maniacs is a well-kept secret.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. It's obvious that we need to go find the goats or the llamas and find the entrance to Goat City, but we're gonna go with the goats this time. Ignore the alarms.
I need you to take this key to Abomination's office and infiltrate the Llama Temple. There you will obtain the plans for a new and upgraded version of their ridiculous spork which they are making.
Go ahead and enter. I'm sure the Great Beefman will hear your words.
According to my intel, which was obtained by getting Abomination very, very drunk one night at Saul's, the schematics are on a security computer in his office. His login is A-bomb, and his password is Spock for life. Be careful. I doubt the guards will take kindly to finding you in Abomination's office.
If you remember the lateness of the llamas, don't forget to pick this up on your way out. Also, let's just make sure that these two are dead before we move on. Since we're allied with the goats this time, they're not actually going to try and kill us on sight in Goat City. Hooray!
Is it not marvelous? A paradise of our own, full of milk.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually. Very green.
He's not kidding. Goat City is just a really nice place to hang around in when you're not being killed by everyone on the street. There's not much to actually do outside of visit the big-ass church and go on your mission, but it's just a really comfy place. I can understand why a lot of people like the vibe of Goat City more than anything else.
You mentioned a high-ranking position in your organization.
Oh yes, I said an opportunity for a high-ranking position. Currently, you've earned yourself a membership. A special trusted member, mind you. Most of our members gain their membership quite easily. You were special because of your past. We had to test your loyalties, you understand.
Of course. So you're going to send me on more missions before I start seeing anything like rewards,
You mean the salvation of your eternal soul is not enough?
Yeah, of course. But you know, a A little bonus is always nice.
I will have more missions for you later. For now, enjoy your milk.
The one place worth visiting is the MelkNet building, because it has a lot of computers on the inside. Just do yourself a favor and don't answer any of the telephones.
This line has been shut down by order of...
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
There are actually multiple computer games you can find just hidden around on the computers, but they're all gathered here in MelkNet. There's everything from this Lights Out clone, to this text adventure which is just a straight up rip on Zork, to this strange little breakout game that's based around Off-Topic Productions, yes, the people who made the Nameless mod. The most impressive thing in the computers in-game is the IRC client, which for those of you who are 5, stop listening to me, I swear too much. But also, IRC is a form of chat from back in the day, originally one of the premier ways to chat on the web, long surpassing user count by social media. It being usable inside of TNM is that 1-2 punch of old tech creating that legit atmosphere, while also being super helpful and relevant to the situation, and I'm really impressed at its inclusion. It even says where you logged in from in the actual channel, so that people who are watching can be like, hey, I know where you are, here's how you do this. It's great. Ah, a greasel.
Miss.
The coolest thing you can find in MelkNet by far, though, is the web browser. It's got this recreation of the Planet Deus Ex website a la 2004, and all of those links on the left work, except for one. Rest in peace, Garn. We'll miss you now and forever. Here's just a couple of my favorite things you can find here. All of the movies from the Rent and Repent store with clearly fake names. World Corp's motto, which is, at least we're not Microsoft. This absolutely massive browser quiz about the original Deus Ex. I mean, everything else has worked, so sure, show me some hot singles in my... What the fuck? There's actually a fair few different hot singles you can fight, although I think the only different thing about them is the name and the main weapon that they're carrying, and sometimes you can lose that bet. Does this mean I could say I've been blasted by a hot sing- Yeah, let's not go that way. If you find the Aunt Betty Industries website, you can actually pay a fee to change your clothing. And finally, there's a walkthrough for Deus Ex and the... wait a minute. Narcissus? There isn't much left for us to do above ground, so let's go back to the server complex, although we're going to be taking a slightly different route through it this time.
It was you! You broke into my office! You handed the real plants over to the enemy! If you ever show your face here again, I will demolish you! You hear that? You're a dead man, Trescon!
Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
Nice. You're in the PDX server complex. It's a pretty big place, so let me just upload a few maps to make your mission easier. You'll be wanting to make your way to the server rooms on the top floor as soon as possible. Or you could head to the security room and take out their cameras. Scar actually has a man on the inside, sort of. Some programmer named Jim who owes him a favor. You're gonna need Jim's help getting up to the top level, so your first order of business should be to find him. He'll probably be in his cubicle. I'll be watching you from here.
We are going to do that, but this level's huge, it has a lot of firewalls in it, so a lot of this is just going to be an extended firefight.
You must be Jim.
And you must be Trescon?
I hear you can help me.
Yeah, stand still just for a second.
What did you just do?
Relax, I just read your handprint. Now, let me just put this thing onto the server here.
So I'll be able to use the elevator in the lobby?
Yep.
What does Skara pay you?
Nothing. I just owe him a favor.
Oh? What, if you don't mind me asking?
He helped me out with some stuff 3 years back. It was pretty much nothing back then. I thought he'd completely forgotten about me.
3 years? Whoa. You must have a pretty good memory.
Well, he used to be cool, but, I hear he's turned into some sort of evil megalomaniac trying to take over the world or something. Then again, that is pretty cool.
I really do appreciate the bastard operator from Hellbook here, just mwah, classic internet reference.
Just scored a 14-0 in Dota.
Yeah, that's great, you're not the one in front of the killer robots.
Audio reading. Unidentified audio readout. Threat level increased. Combat module.
The tutorial tells you that firewalls are actually weak to EMP damage, whether it be pistols or grenades, but I'd rather save them.
Warning, damage levels critical.
Wow, that's it. You have the admin password. That password can be used to control all the basic link systems of PDX. That's amazing. Now you just need to get back out of there alive. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Scara wants to talk to you.
Didn't take you long to get on the boss's good side, huh?
I don't know. He still seems pretty grumpy to me.
Well, yeah, it's not like he'd say it to your face, but according to the guys on the office shift, he won't shut up about how impressed he is with your work, and how they could all learn from you.
Is that so? Why does he still treat me like dirt then?
Well, that's just Scara, I guess. Only way to get a compliment from him is secondhand. Trust me, you've made an impression. Keep it up and he'll be a big shot within a week.
I plan to be more than just a big shot, Keegan.
Oh? What's the old man scheming?
I doubt he'd appreciate me telling you. Have a good night. Excellent work, Tresnot. You just got on the highway to a promotion. Let's see if you got the balls to stay in the fast lane. Tresnot? You're running out of ideas for how to mispronounce my name, aren't you?
Shut up, you insolent fool! That's what you get for choosing such a ridiculous name for yourself. Tressman. It sounds like something you thought of after sneezing into a bowl of alphagetti. But enough of this banter. You did well in that complex. Your reward is 2,000 credits. And don't think it ends here. You still need to go find the legendary fire staff for me. Tisk tisk, as you may have noticed, I don't throw underserved praise around. But good job so far. I must admit that you're exceeding my initial expectations of your worth. Now get off your ass and go to the DXI ruins. We've got a city to take over.
Grover, I see that you have returned from your un-goat-related business. That is good. Then I have another holy quest for you. Your very first quest as a full goat member. Seek me out in our magnificent temple, and I shall give you all the details.
As we walk into the Goat Template TM, we actually wander into a little bit of a lecture. And while I'm not going to make you sit here and watch the whole thing, I need to bring special attention to the 5th Edict.
The 5th Edict of the Great Goat, brought to us by Gerald, the first goat manifestation of our most holy goat god Hoon, is written. Whipped topping is awesome.
It's so true!
Please feel free to mingle and sample the complimentary snacks.
I love snacks!
A new age is upon us, brother. The age of the Holy Order of the Goat. Join the order and fountains of milk shall be yours. Fight back against the oppression of the llamas and find your true place in the order, or some such.
Milk?
Yeah, You know, milk.
Why don't you just call it milk then? And why would I want fountains of milk anyway?
Well, milk is good for you. Lots of calcium and stuff. And you'll get 3,000 cred.
Yeah, sure. I'll join you then.
Ah, there you are, brother. I'm happy to see you again in our fair city.
And I am happy to be here once again, brother Dark Templar. You mentioned that you had another holy quest for me.
I do indeed, and it is a quest of utmost importance. Without further ado, here is what you must do. Destroy the blank stone tablets upon which the false prophecies of the Lamas were written. Evidence suggests of a hidden system of caves beneath their temple. You must deploy explosives or other dramatic means to bring them down.
The Lamas are 100% hostile to us now, so you know what that means? Murder time!
Who's that?
Lamar,
May the
protect
power
me!
of Lamar.
Sorry, you think you can hide from the evidence?
May the power of Lamar. He has injured me. But
I say you're not.
may the power of Lamar help you slay this heretic. There, may the power of... You will not defeat me, heretic. Come out from your hiding and face your nemesis. You will not defeat me. So, you think you should not die? My sword disagrees. You will not defeat me, heretic. You will not defeat me, heretic.
By far the most interesting thing we'll find down here, the Golden Spork of Righteousness. I promise to use this at least once.
You return victorious, brother?
That is correct. I have destroyed the tablets, as you requested.
Perfect! We must waste no time. I must arrange a strike of glorious proportions against the Lamas while they're still in shock.
You do that, but we've got things to be doing in the mean... Go see Spectre, for fuck's sake. What's next? Meat spin merry-go-rounds? One thing that I haven't talked about yet, and we won't have another opportunity to talk about, is the gloves. So if you don't mind me just yabbering for a moment, you can find these dotted around the map, but for the ease of use, I've just cheated them in. So there are 3 different types of gloves. You've got lethal gloves, which are just a damage boost and make it so that your punches are lethal. The other 2 are the more interesting ones. You've got the stun gloves, where if you hit someone from behind, you can actually just knock them out completely without them being able to resist. And then you've got the EMP gloves, which are just short-range, infinite EMPs, and you can even use them to disable bots if you're willing to take a few rounds to the chest. They're actually kind of useful. The problem is that you need to put a lot of points into your fist training in order to actually use these. So unless you build around them, they're actually kind of difficult to fit into a regular playthrough. We've done everything we need to do above ground, so you know what that means. Time to go raid DXI.
Trescon
He's tried to steal my pork chops.
Should have brought my Game Boy.
My brothers, today is a great day. A wonderful new beginning that shall see your lives transformed through the glory of the goat. Until this day you have wandered, seeking that which you could not obtain. That which you seek is not something material. No possessions could fulfill your desire. Do I not speak true?
It is true. It really is.
Your existence shall be made pure only through adherence to the teachings of the mighty goat. The goat has passed down many edicts to his high priests. All have served us well and will one day bring true enlightenment to the misguided world. The first edict of the goat is thus: the followers of the goat shall not worship him. We are here only to follow his great teachings. You see, my friends, the Most High Goat has wisdom beyond that of frail humans. We are instructed not to waste our efforts to worship the goat, for he can have no higher place than that which he already possesses. Instead, we must use our energy to spread the teachings of the goat and uplift those poor souls who have not yet beheld the wonderful teachings of the goat. The second edict of the goat tells us, uplift humanity on thy shoulders. Individually thou art weak, but together thou shalt rise to greatness. For what were you before you joined the great goat? Did your lives have meaning? Did you ever feel that you were simply a small, insignificant piece of the all-consuming corporate puzzle?
He's right! He's right! I felt exactly like that!
Yes, my friends, but now your lives have purpose. Your existence has been justified. You will join your fellow goat brothers with the single purpose of spreading this, the only true life, to all forums in all boards in all of Forum Planet. Together you shall spread the truth and save the lives of even more people like yourselves. You shall give the lives of other human beings a purpose, and only you can do it, because you are part of the glorious community of the goat. The third edict of the goat is written, love one another. Only love can unify the forums. Brothers, I tell you the truth. As a member of the community of the goat, you are important and you are loved. Many were the selfish forumites who wanted to be loved, but they were stubborn and would not love others. These people embraced their selfish natures and created many communities and many ways of life that embodied false teachings and outward hatred. Small groups like the followers of the evil King No Pants and large groups like the Lamarians can only destroy. Their hatred creates a citywide war that devastates this once fine place.
It's terrible! My uncle was killed by llamas!
Until everyone in Forum City loves one another under the smiling visage of the goat, we shall be like shards of broken glass. The fourth edict of the wise goat is as follows. Love yourself. Without self-love you can never achieve inner peace, and without inner peace there will be no peace between you and your fellow man. We have truly seen the words of our wise deity proven in our own city. Some minor cults, such as the apes, tigers, wolves, and robots, formed because the founding members wanted to be loved, but they had no love for themselves. These cult fathers created idols that embodied their own best qualities, and in this way fooled their members into loving a symbol of the cult fathers themselves. Since none of the members actually found love for each other, there was much inner turmoil projected into hatred directed at the other groups. My friends, hate can only divide. These unholy groups divided into smaller and smaller groups, as each member wanted love for themselves, but found none in their empty doctrines. We must draw upon our inner love to create unity. The fifth edict of the Great Goat, brought to us by Gerald, the first goat manifestation of our most holy goat god Oon, is written. Whipped topping is awesome.
It's so true!
And that, of course, is a metaphor for our way of life. No matter if your worldly problems make you feel whipped, you can still find comfort in the eternal awesomeness of the goat. And since you are a part of the goat, you are also awesome. Deliciously awesome, even. You see, my brothers, we live in a time of troubles. The corporate community cares only for themselves and money. They have put a price on everything and everyone. My friends, our way of life cannot be bought. The love of money has caused many of our former brothers to disobey the edicts set forth by the goat's divine hoof. Our frail human nature only allows us to love either money or our fellow man. And those that choose money can create only unhappiness for the others. Our ruthless chief antagonizers are the Lamarians, foul worshippers of Lamar. These misguided and violent souls love themselves, but hate all others. Their jealousy of our happiness has caused them to terrorize, steal, murder, and blackmail to attempt to destroy us and our way of life. But friends, in the midst of all this chaos, I have good news. Our spirit is unconquerable. As long as we remain as one, nothing can make our community submit. But there are many voices in the world that do not sing as one with us. Many have been fooled and lured into factions following false teachings, and more have been left divided and confused in Forum City as they avoid the ongoing conflict. These people must be told of the one hope, the way of the goat. Without unification of all people, Forumites will still live in fear and hatred of one another. And so, my brothers, I tell you to let go of your egocentric natures and embrace the purity and love of the goat. For as it says in the book of the goat, not only will your worldly bodies and those of your families be nourished by the ever-flowing goat milk and protected by goat armor, but your soul shall be at peace when you embrace the goat. The first goat prophet Raven spoke of a time when the way of the goat had outlived all false cultures and unified all peoples under the goat's omnipresent hooves. This time is almost at hand. It will not happen on its own, so we must be the harbingers of the new era. Go unto the weak and the afraid, the rich and the hateful, and unify them in the name of the goat.
I love the goat!
That concludes the sermon for today. Thank you for learning with us. Please feel free to mingle and sample the complimentary snacks.
I love snacks!